Well, let's talk about the Aussie Monster, as he's been called. What a blessing to have a guy to call on like that week, night in, night out, I guess, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, his impact has been felt in a lot of different ways on our team, obviously, right? I mean, I feel like he's still an NBA player. I'm very fortunate to, have it work out one way here. Unfortunate that Jarrell was hurt. But, good things happen sometimes. And to have Trez with us, obviously, has been a huge bonus for our team. And then, as we get Jarrell back into rhythm with him, we'll see some different lineups and hopefully have a little different look as we go forward.
How's Isaac?
Good. I think he's progressing. I'm obviously not the medical expert, but he's progressing, and we'll see as we get closer to game time where he is. It's always kind of a tricky deal. Those guys will make the final call. We definitely don't want to. In a short season with few games, we got to make sure that we are on the side of caution.
Did you make a call before travelling when you've got big guys on planes, or
Yeah.
you take them over either way?
Yeah, I think he goes either way. He's part of our team. He should be with our team.
So then you make a call just before game time?
Yeah, I mean, we'll have a practice over there on Friday. We'll also have a shoot around Saturday morning. There's multiple times, and our trainers and everybody, physios, will be with us and get their hands on him and see where we're at as we try to bring him up. But we just want to make sure that everything's ready to go if he's able to, and if there's a question, we won't do it.
Is your team finding some rhythm? Do you feel now?
Well, I mean, I don't know. We do in the second half, right? I think that's our challenge again with a week off. Tried to keep mixing it up, as I've said in some of the press conferences. Did not only keep the group moving forward, but how we find our rhythm to play 40 minutes. We definitely cannot play 20 minutes over in New Zealand on a road game, and with their great crowd and the fans' support and everything. So hopefully we can figure out the right rhythm to start the game a little bit sooner and get a better result.
Is that a really promising part of it, though, that you still sort of almost feel like you're finding your rhythm, yet you're finding yourself fourth on the ladder and obviously have gone on a really good...
Absolutely. I mean, the group is, like I've said a few times, they're competitive. They've been coachable. Our communication within the group has improved day by day, week by week, game by game. So I think us being able to do those kind of things, and FIBA games, 40-minute game, roughly 82, 83 possessions to be down early in the third. I know it was early in the third, but still down 19 and be able to figure it out and win the quarter by 8, win the fourth quarter by 8, win the overtime. I think those are all really positive things that we can go forward on, because it is all about your defense. You're going to miss and you're going to make, and offense is going to come and go, but your defense has got to be there. And the whole second half in those games was Tasmania or against Cairns was our defense.
Do you do anything slightly different pre-game to stop the sluggish?
I'm open to any suggestion. I think we're looking for those ideas with everything we're trying to do, as in the week, the days that we take off, what the practice schedule looks like. It's a longer flight over there. This will be a little different just because it's a road game, so we'll have a little bit different makeup. But, our home crowd has been awesome. Our home court has been a big deal. So it's really, really helped to get us going in that second half, and the fans have gotten behind us, and, we've had a good result, and we'll see how it is on the road.
Is that even more important, starting well then on the road? Because the power of a home crowd, so if you can silence them early, that's important.
Well, I think you're always going to take a home team's best punch early too. I think it's within the group that we're more focused, more detailed, more organized, because it's just going to be harder on the road, right? And they've got a good team, and they've started the season well. So I think we know the challenge ahead of us, and they got our full attention.
Kendrick getting a shot to fall in the second half. How explosive can he be when he's up and moving?
Well, as I've said before, I think we do have 3 really good scorers, and that's Trez, and that's KD, and that's DJ. And teams have focused on different players to try to take them away from our offense at different times. And for a few games, teams have focused on DJ. So if they want to kind of focus and play DJ one-on-one, there's more operating room for Trez, for KD, for Jarrell, for Nick Martin. Other guys, can have different space on the floor. So, our ability to kind of get two guys to the ball, we have some very, very efficient scores. Defenses are going to adjust. I can't imagine somebody's just going to say, okay, Terez, you can get 36 points here. So, us focused on what the defense is doing, what they're trying to take away, and our ability to find the open man has been key for us.
How enjoyable is that the task for, obviously, when Isaac comes back in, you haven't really had the chance to have him, Jarrell, Trez all alongside each other. How enjoyable is that for a coach to try and squeeze them all?
Well, we never complain about having too much talent, ever. So it's a good problem. I hope that we can get them all back to where everybody's at full strength, full minutes. Then I've got a little bit different job to juggle those minutes and find the right rhythm with different guys. But they all play a little bit different, and they all can play together. And we've got to figure out the offensive spacing and then also our defensive game plan with all three of them on the floor. But they're all very, very uniquely talented individuals and very skilled, so it allows them to be able to play and compete together.
You got so many offensive weapons. Is one of your biggest challenges as a coach to
Offense or
switch on
defensive?
Offensive. So
yeah.
Switching on at the other end.
Well, always, you're trying to kind of mix and match that deal, and you're kind of figuring out who they try to take away. And we have some offensive weapons, and we have probably just more size than a lot of teams. When I play the two big guys together, it's a different look than some of the other teams spreading the floor. And it's an interesting challenge, but that's sort of the chess match for me and for our group. And when I sub, what kind of offensive package we're in and what kind of defensive package we're in. But, I think you want to be hard to guard, and you want to be able to play big lineups and small lineups and all those type of things during the flow of the game. And we've been able to mix and match that, and we'll continue to try to figure that out. I think sometimes in the Tasmania game or the Cairns game, you've seen our offensive rhythm not be where we want to be in that first half, and that's us still figuring it out with pace and play and space and how we want to get the ball from one side of the floor to the other. And all these practice days and us being at home have really, I hope, have helped that.